acting was, I was starting to realize this is never going to happen. People were saying, "Oh, you have a speech impediment. Your mouth is crooked. You slur." And I go, "Tell me something I don't know. I know that." They said, "Well, it's just not going to work. Maybe you'll be an extra." So I started to buy into that and go, because every time I was cast, it was always for a thug.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I always thought I'd be like Hugh Grant, as like a selling
Oh,
book
do
as
Oh,
a
you?
love
really?
interest. Yeah. What are you saying no for over there?
Mom's saying no.
She, come on, you married me. It had to be something.
Okay. She's so
Something.
shy.
She thinks you're funny.
I know she does think I'm funny. She's the greatest. Don't she'll have a heart attack. Oh yeah. My wife is the shyest person
You know
ever
what you've
born.
always said to us though was that no matter what we do in life, always learn how to write, because regardless of anything, because that I mean that's what kind of I guess
Yeah, you don't even have to be a good writer. You
exactly.
just have to write, and eventually your inner thoughts will come to the surface and take care of themselves. To be a gifted writer, it's freakish. Like you can be a really gifted actor
Mhm.
and a terrible writer,
Right.
terrible director. You know, have to know what your niche is. So anyway, acting, I realized I was always going to play the thug. I was always going to be the mugger. I was always beating up Woody Allen or beating up Jack Lemmon or beating up who's the guy that played David Carradine?
Mhm.
Actually, David Carradine beat me up. That's when I realized I said, enough is enough. I can't take it anymore." In Death Race 2000. And that's when I started to
Nice.
focus
I love
on
that movie.
the written word. And I was never good. I
Well,
was
Wait, how
I
did
would
you?
like to talk about the fact that you just said that you're never good,
never.
because people tend to pursue careers or hobbies at things that they know they're good at, or at least they think that they're good at.
Mhm.
But writing is one of those things that either you go to school and you're taught how to do it, or you're just naturally gifted and that's something that just pours out of you.
Mm.
But you're saying, I knew I wasn't a good writer. So what made you continue to write
Because I
screenplay
never
after
passed the
screenplay?
English course. In other words, when you say good writer, I'll use that terminology, and you understand the inner workings and outer workings of the English language. In other words,
Mhm.
you understand how to deconstruct and construct a sentence, how to diagram a sentence, how to know what a pronoun is, an adjective. Not me.
But you don't need to know
I
that.
understand, but you do
They
in a
do teach
sense.
you that you need to know that,
People
yeah.
will grade you. Like you go to college, you turn in your term paper, and you've turned it in the way I turned it in, they say you're an idiot.
Then,
But the
Listen,
difference is it's the way people speak.
then how did you teach yourself then?
I just an ear.
Did you read a lot? Was it like
I
watching?
did read a lot. I didn't read when I was in college, and then I started when I was broke. I would spend hours at the New York Library
Mhm.
just looking for subject matter, something, and then eventually I came across Edgar
Edgar
Allan
Allan Poe. I
Poe,
knew it.
and I said, "What do I have to do with this guy? Nothing, zero. He's a stone genius. He's a poet laureate. He's an incredible writer, and I mean, he would have been the most amazing director. In other words, he didn't
yeah.
have that
Yeah.
visual
So
outlet back then.
is he what changed everything for you?
But here's what changed me, folks, is when you start to get something that's out of your wheelhouse. For example, writing about Poe. I was no longer writing about what I did last summer or my adventure or how I got along with my mother. It was about another subject.
Mm.
So now I became a writer about another subject. So you
Right.
became an investigator, you became more, you're exploring. In other words,
Mhm.
you became a vehicle for writing that's not just about you.
Yeah.
Like you'll see some things like Woody Allen. He'll do 80% of his material is him
Right.
about his life.
Mhm.
That's what he does.
Mhm.
And he does it well. Whereas I thought, oh, I'm never going to get out of this until I start writing about someone else's life. And that was the beginning of Poe. And then from Poe, I did a thing called Cheerful Charlie, which is an incredible story about,
You've written over 45
yeah, a
screenplays.
lot
I
of
think Mom
screenplays.
told
So
us
did
that.
you, going off of what you had just said, was writing outside of your wheelhouse, writing about people and stories that weren't about you, was that sort of an escape from your own
Yeah, it
reality?
was.